I'm sorry we left you behind that night. It was the summer of 5th grade. We were 5 little punks, and I'm pretty sure it was my idea. Akimodameshi, a test of courage. We snuck out at midnight, met at the park. Then, let's go to the cemetery, right? That was the plan. We all slipped out fine, gathered at the park. The 5 of us headed for the graves. All we did was walk, but a graveyard at night is truly terrifying. At first, I thought it was an adult. Hey, it's dangerous to be out this late. We went crap and ran. We even laughed at first, but then someone, who, I don't remember anymore, noticed it. Something was off, way off. It was whipping its whole body, unnaturally, sprinting at us too fast. Hey, it's dangerous to be out this late. The same line, flat, mechanical, again and again. We all knew it. If that thing caught us, it was over. So we ran, full speed, almost out of the cemetery. And you fell. We wanted to help. We really did. But it was right behind us. All we could do was run. You scream. Of course I heard it. It's still stuck to the inside of my ears. The 4 of us blasted home, shaking, waiting for dawn. Morning. Each of our houses got a call. Yuta is missing. Do you know anything? Do you know anything at all? We could only say no. Please, somehow, forgive us. But then, you came to school. You were already at your desk, earlier than us. The teacher looked baffled. That dumb, blank face. For people who knew nothing, it must have seemed funny. You didn't say a word to anyone. You just stared, empty-eyed, never moving. We all thought it. This is bad, really bad. But if last night got out, we'd be in trouble. So no one talked to you. After school, bad luck. I'd left my homework at school. I noticed late. The hall's already dim. Still, I felt I had to do it. So I went in. You were there, still in the classroom. When I saw you, I froze. I was scared. Of you. I tried to act normal. Yuta, you're still here, huh? I grabbed my homework and aimed straight for the door. As I stepped out, you said it. Why did you leave me and run? I was terrified. I wanted to bolt. I couldn't even say, I'm sorry. I ran for the getabako, the school shoe lockers. You chased me. It was clearly not you. That same flat voice from last night. Hey, wait up. Over and over. I couldn't look back. In my head, I screamed, I'm sorry. But I was desperate. I'm sorry. I didn't say it out loud. I ran like my life depended on it. Somehow got away. That night, I couldn't even bathe. I cried to my mom, begged her to sleep beside me. Morning. You weren't at school. I felt relief. Relief that you were gone. I'm ashamed of that, too. In the end, you still haven't been found. I'm sorry, Yuta. If even one of us had gone to an adult, we let you die twice, out of selfish fear of getting caught. I'm sorry, Yuta. Truly. Please, forgive me. I'm begging you, please. Leave my room. Because even now, you're pounding on my door. Like that night. With everything you've got. And saying, open up, open up, open up, open up.
This happened when I was in my last years of elementary school. One sleepy afternoon during history class, I was sitting by the window, half listening and staring out at the schoolyard. There wasn't PE that period, so the yard should have been empty, or so I thought. Right in the middle of the grounds, someone was standing there. An adult. Not a teacher, not the janitor. Someone I'd never seen before. Even from a distance, I could tell he had a solid build. Probably a man. He stood straight, head down. Didn't move a muscle. There was something so unnerving about him that I couldn't look away. Who is that? I wondered vaguely. And then he seemed to notice me watching. Our eyes met. From this distance, I couldn't make out his face, but I was sure our eyes met. At that exact moment, he started waving at me. I couldn't hear any voice, but he swung both arms wide, like he was calling out, "Hey, hey!" over and over. The way he moved was just wrong. Like he'd snapped. Wild, unnatural motions, thrashing both arms with everything he had. I knew I'd seen something I wasn't supposed to see. A chill shot up my spine, and any drowsiness vanished. I tore my gaze away and looked toward the teacher's desk. It was nothing. I told myself I'd imagined it. Just a daydream, that's all. Even so, I couldn't help it. Heart pounding, I glanced back out at the yard. No one was there, so it was my imagination. I let out a breath. My mind drifted again. That was when...
The key at first floor, shoe lockers, is missing. Miss Sato, please come at once.
The school PA system. I'd heard that exact phrasing during evacuation drills. It's the code our school uses to warn teachers about an intruder without tipping the intruder off. In other words, this announcement meant there's a suspicious person at the first floor shoe lockers. A bad feeling crawled up my neck. I remembered the man who'd been waving from the schoolyard, and my blood ran cold. He moved off the yard and came this way? I wasn't the only one who was scared. My classmates began to murmur. A few started crying. Our teacher, looking pale, hurried to give instructions. It didn't take long for the room to tilt into full-on panic. After that, we were dismissed in groups to walk home together. Teachers accompanied us, safety first. In the end, they never found the intruder. I heard later that no one could confirm who had made that PA announcement in the first place. We all made it home in one piece and were handed over to our parents. A lot of moms and dads must have left work early. My mother was already home and fussed over me, worried sick. The moment I stepped inside, I finally relaxed. All that panic from earlier felt far away. I sprawled in the living room with a manga and lazed around. Home is safe. That's what I thought. I got bored of reading, got drowsy, when my mom suddenly shouted my name. "Kanaku, phone call from your school." She was loud enough to startle me, and I snapped back louder than I meant to. "Too loud! I'm right here!" Mom blinked at me. "Huh? Weren't you in the bathroom?" "Whatever, hurry up and take it. They said they've got something to tell you." What is she talking about? I've been here the whole time. And if it's the school, they could tell her, not me. Half asleep and grumpy at being woken, I took the receiver from her. "Hello, this is Kanako." Silence. On the other end, nothing. No breathing, just the faintest hiss, like static. I was about to ask what they wanted when I heard that sound through the phone.
The key at the bathroom next to the living room is missing. Kanako, please come at once.
Which means it's there. It's not a ghost story, my uncle began. When he was in elementary school, he had a friend named T-kun. They went everywhere together, at school and after, and played nearly every day. He was my uncle's one and only best friend. One day, T-kun disappeared. He'd been kidnapped. The evening before he vanished, my uncle had actually seen him. On his way back from an errand, he spotted T-kun walking toward a forest road with an adult man my uncle didn't recognize. The two of them were chatting happily as they went. Of course, my uncle told T-kun's family and the police, but he'd only seen them from a distance, and the man had no striking features. It wasn't much of a lead. What's more, even though it was a kidnapping, there were no ransom demands, no threatening phone calls, nothing. The culprit's motive was a complete mystery, and the investigation stalled. Over a week passed with no progress. Wait, was that picture always that color? On the back wall of the classroom, the students' self-portraits were lined up. Something was wrong with T-kun's. The background and expression hadn't changed, but the tone of his face looked strangely flushed. My uncle mentioned it to classmates and was told he was imagining things. But after 2-3 days, the red kept deepening until T-kun's face was as crimson as a red ogre. By then, no one could call it a coincidence. He's angry because we haven't found him. Maybe he's somewhere really hot. People said all kinds of things, but no one could figure out what exactly T-kun was trying to tell them. My uncle only felt that T-kun was in terrible pain, suffering. It hurt so much his eyes filled with tears. They decided the picture should be given to T-kun's parents, and it disappeared from the classroom. Everyone at school kept handing out flyers in front of the station and posting notices around town, but nothing worked. There were still no clues that led to the culprit. To this day, T-kun is still missing. Even so, my uncle says he's certain T-kun left this world long ago.
Not long after, my uncle had to transfer to another school because of his father's job. "Let's go say goodbye at T-kun's house," his mother told him, and though he didn't want to, he went with her. It was painful to see the house where they'd shared so many memories. Dinners, sleepovers, all those days. At the entrance, T-kun's mother came to meet them, a different person now, hollowed by grief. My uncle glanced into the living room on the right and saw the self-portrait pinned on the wall. He wrenched his eyes away at once and wished from the bottom of his heart he hadn't looked. T-kun's face was pitch black. "My only prayer," my uncle concluded, "is that he's at peace in heaven."
最後まで見ていただきありがとうございます。また来てね。